There's a crisis unfolding right now all around us. It's happening in classrooms, in big cities, in tiny villages. It's quiet, but it's massive. A whole generation is at risk of being left behind. And because this affects every single one of us, it's something we've got to talk about. It all starts with one, just gigantic number.
Okay, so here it is, 250 million. That is the number of kids in school right now in India alone. Let that sink in. That's 1 out of every 6 children on the entire planet. The scale is just mind-boggling. But here's the thing, as impressive as that number is, it's hiding a much, much deeper problem.
And this is where the story takes a really sharp turn. So, school enrollment, it's almost at 100%. Awesome. But what's actually happening inside those schools is, well, it's pretty sobering. Get this, more than half of 10-year-olds in India, kids who have been in school for years, can't even read a simple story. That's a massive disconnect between just being in school and actually learning.
This really gets to the heart of what we're calling a silent global crisis. It's this simple fact. Just going to school is not enough. For decades, the whole world was focused on one thing: enrollment, getting kids through the schoolhouse door. But we kind of forgot to ask the most important question of all. Are they learning anything once they're inside?
So why is this happening? I mean, if you have millions upon millions of kids sitting in classrooms but not really learning, then something in the system itself must be fundamentally broken. And if we're ever going to find a solution, we have to start by understanding what's wrong.
It turns out it's not just one thing. It's a bunch of challenges that are all tangled up together. It starts with teachers, who are often completely overworked and under-supported. I mean, can you imagine trying to teach a class of 80 kids? Then you add in a massive digital divide, curriculums that are totally out of date, and boom, you end up with a crisis where graduates can't even find jobs. Let's dig into that digital divide for a second.
And wow, is it a divide? The inequality here is just stark. For every 1 kid who has access to modern digital learning tools, there are 5 who get left behind with nothing. They're cut off, maybe because of poverty or just where they live. And this creates a canyon between the connected kids and the disconnected kids that just gets wider every single year.
And this points to another huge mismatch. We're basically preparing students for a world that doesn't exist anymore. Our school curriculums are still so focused on just memorizing facts. Yesterday's world. But today's economy, it demands creativity, critical thinking, brand new skills. The result? You get a generation of graduates holding degrees that, frankly, don't get them a meaningful job.
Now, while the numbers in India are staggering, make no mistake, this crisis is absolutely global. And it's not just about the kids in school who aren't learning. There are 260 million children who aren't in school at all. And this problem, it follows them right into adulthood. We're talking about nearly 800 million adults today who lack the basic reading and math skills they need to just get by.
Okay, I know. Hearing all these numbers, it's overwhelming. It's easy to feel pretty hopeless. And with challenges this huge, you have to ask yourself, is there any hope? Can we actually fix this?
The answer is yes, 100% yes. Because despite the scale of the problem, there is so much innovation happening that offers real, tangible hope. All around the world, you've got amazing educators, entrepreneurs, and leaders who are carving out new pathways to a much brighter future. So let's take a look at what those solutions actually look like.
We're seeing 3 main pathways emerge, and they all have to work together. First, you've got incredible new technology, like AI-powered tutors that can personalize learning for every kid. But tech is just a tool, right? So the second pathway is all about empowering our teachers, giving them better support and better tools. And finally, none of that matters without the third piece, making sure every single child has access to these opportunities.
I mean, just think about AI tutors for a second. Imagine a personal digital guide for every student. Something that can deliver one-on-one instruction to a kid in a remote village where there might not be enough qualified teachers. This isn't science fiction anymore. This is happening right now, and it's bridging gaps we used to think were impossible to cross.
And this is the vision that's really possible. Just picture it. Every single child, no matter where they were born, gets to have a world-class education. Teachers are equipped with the absolute best tools to help guide them. You'd have a learning system that's truly inclusive, that's equitable, and that actually prepares kids for the future. And when that happens, it's not just the students who win, entire societies prosper. So what does this all mean for us? It means we are facing a defining challenge. This isn't just about fixing a broken system anymore. It's about fundamentally rewriting the story of opportunity for an entire generation. And it's a story that we all have to write together.
And the stakes? Well, they couldn't possibly be higher. There's a quote that really says it all. If we fail this generation, we fail the world. That's the honest-to-God reality of this moment. The choices we all make right now are going to define the future for decades.
So it all comes down to this one crucial question. Who is responsible for this? Who holds the key to unlocking this brighter future and actually making this transformation happen?
The answer is, we all do. It's government leaders setting policy. It's teachers on the front lines every single day. It's parents advocating for their kids. It's investors who are funding these incredible new ideas. It's global partners collaborating across borders. And it's you. Every single one of us has a role to play.
You know, the future isn't written yet, but the first draft is being created in classrooms all over the world today. We have the tools, we have the vision to change the story. So the only real question left isn't if we can transform education, it's how quickly are we all willing to try.